Yo, cut it on the check-in. Did my part 2 video for what to do and what not to do to box Chevys. Yeah, man, as y'all can see, the 28s are on the box. You know what I'm saying? It has a squatted stance right now, but you know this is mainly how everybody like their car sitting. This particular customer, he don't want his sitting like this. I sent him a picture. You know what I'm saying? He rather have it up in the back some. He chose to keep his exhaust tips. A lot of people, you know what I'm saying, doing the turn downs on the boxes now. But you know what I'm saying? I'm giving the customer what he want. I ended up not having to cut the exhaust. Most of the time, the exhaust be ran inside the fenders on the cars, and I have to cut the exhaust, and I cut it to some turn downs. And then when people hear the sound, most of them leave them like that. But you know, this customer, he want the backup song. You know what I'm saying? Probably more even than the squatted stance. And then like some people want them down further than this, and I can do that. I can do that real good. You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all don't saw my, you know what I'm saying, super squatted boxes. Like I got a super squatted box in Texas. I got one in I got some that's out there, man. Like I do boxes. You know what I'm saying? I've been doing them. Like I'm one of the first people in the country of the United States to do one squatting on 30s. You know what I'm saying? I'm one of the first people to do a box squatting 32s. One of the first people to squat 32s on a box. You know what I'm saying? In the United States. Like I said, Cut It been out for a while. You know what I'm saying? The Cut It channel is new. And I've been doing my thing for years and years, you know what I'm saying? Way before a lot of these new people that's out, you know what I'm saying, been dealing with these cars, you know what I'm saying? I've been out here. But I chose to not do a social media platform, but I've never had to have that because like I said, good work speaks for itself. Speaking of good work, let's get into this right here. So, the do's and don'ts of the boxes. You know what I'm saying? I touched on them key points in the last video, so I want y'all to go back and check the last video about the box, and then I want y'all to come get current with me with this video. Check this out. You see the back of the car? Plenty of room. Look in there. Plenty of room. All in the top, all in the back. The chrome piece that I tell you that everybody get rid of, still on the car, no problem. I need to clean it up some. I mean, like wipe it down, clean up. That's what I mean. You know what I'm saying? Well, I trimmed the chrome piece and pulled the chrome back up to it. Like, that's attention to detail right there. This is how you make a box look completely factory, but on 28s. And I can do it on 30s. And still have that chrome piece down here that everybody get rid of. Like, man, look, stop doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like, stop getting rid of that part right there. Take your time. Focus. And if you can't take your time, you know how to get at your boy. Come holler at me. I put you in the grass. I put you where you want to be now. Same thing with the front. Now, a lot of people can't even tell the difference in what I did to the box. You see the marker light? Oh, look, that's my new addition, y'all. Lola Mound. What's up, Lola? This is our new addition. What's up, Lola? And then y'all know the GOAT himself, Peabody. Security. Peabody training her. She gonna be right. You see it. Yeah. He getting her right. He gonna have her right. But yeah, man, back to the box. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people wouldn't even give this a second look, because everything looks so original. Moment of silence for the fender, you know what I'm saying? The car out of gas right now, and I would crank it up and show y'all, you know what I'm saying, that I'm turning past the fender with plenty of room. I'm talking about plenty of it, no problems. The marker light still work. It's still plugged up. The light still come on. Like, I never touched the marker. Period. Yet, behind it, plenty of room. Full turn on the box with no problem. And like I said, plenty of room in the back. Like, the angle of the camera, like, you might not be able to see, but it's more than enough room inside this fender. And it looks completely stock. Completely. In one of the videos, what's my guy's name? Corey. Well, I know everybody know his name, Corey. I don't know if I'm pronouncing his last name right. Corey Pritchard. He going through the exact same thing with his box, with one of them, I'm assuming, and it's in the back here where he having a problem with. And Corey car is really sitting on the rims, but it's really not just squatted down. But he going through this problem back here in the back. And people telling Corey, oh, put some trailing arms on it and put some more shocks on it. I don't know what in the world shocks would have to do with with the issue that he having. Like, it's so many people that have opinions that's not really educated about the subject in which they comment on. And man, it's really not, you know what I'm saying, it's the blind leading the blind, you know what I'm saying? And no, man, we don't need to be giving false information or just assuming. I say this all the time. When dealing with these cars, this is not a spectator sport. And what I mean by that is, everybody have these opinions, and everybody have these they carry on stereotypes, basically, is what I'm saying. And they just keep it going. But it's more solely based on the opinion of people who are not even into the culture. You get what I'm saying? And they speaking on what they've heard other people that's not into the culture talking about. A lot of people stop at 26s on a box Chevy because nobody takes the time out to figure out how to trim one without it looking like it's trimmed. Or they go through these extremes of coilovers. Like man, y'all hear me talk about coilovers a lot, and it's not that I am biased or anything like that about coilovers. I try to get people to understand coilovers is mainly about setting your rear end up for racing. It's not about stance. You can get the same stance with superb ride quality from coil springs if you know how to match the weight up of the coil spring, still give you your lift, but not change the ride. Something else I'm going to tell you. Sometimes on cars with rims, your fitment is more important than how soft the car is. Because if your offset is wrong and it throws your fitment off, you're not gonna want a car that's superly soft, because your tire is not gonna have the same. Your tire isn't gonna have room to go up under the fender like if your offset was perfect. I had a customer call me yesterday, and he was telling me about his car, and I couldn't figure out what his issue was. But I started asking some questions because I'm educated about, you know what I'm saying, the subject. And I started asking, and then I figured out what his problem was. I'm like, okay, I asked him that, check, that was right. I asked him that, check, was it right? Tire size was right, rim size was right, offset was right. Why is, you know what I'm saying? I started asking myself, man, why is it rubbing? Come to find out, he had adapters on the car. Big problem. Adapters are gonna dramatically change fitment, and especially depends on how thick the adapters are. My guy told me that he got 2-inch adapters. If you got adapters that's 2 inches thick and it make your rim stick out past the fender, you having a car that's able to sit like this is gonna be non-existent. The car is gonna have to be lifted well over the tires. And it's because you still have to have room for articulation. You're never gonna be able to put the car in a bind if it's barely clearing the tire and the rims is sticking out. You gonna scrub like a fool. You know, I was saying that about that Altima that had an offset issue. The Altimas are a front wheel drive platform based vehicle in which the offset is extremely high. Now everybody like, oh, well, this a 9-inch wide rim. It really doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? You need high offset. You can put 28 by 10 under a car that has a high positive offset better than you could put a 28 by 9 with a low offset. You know what I'm saying? You still it's probably gonna be that what I just explained is probably gonna be close, but the high positive offset would still be a better fit than a 28 by 9. Like the wheel is 9 inches. I mean, the wheel is a whole inch more narrow, but depending on what size tire that you get for that 9-inch wide rim, it's not gonna make a dramatic difference. Because if you get a 295 tire on, it's not really gonna make a big difference, because the sidewalls are gonna not be stretched. They're gonna be squared, and then it's still gonna be almost the same thing like you have a 10-inch wide rim. Even with these wheels right here, the fitment of them, they're high offset. They are way up under the car, which is a good thing if you're trying to squat. You see what I'm saying? You see how far in the fender? It's way up under there. Now, that's a great fitment for an old school if you're trying to squat it. Now, squatting is all about fitment. If your rims don't fit right, you can't pull the back of the car down, and you know what I'm saying, that's just it. So we're gonna talk about that more. I know I got a customer that's supposed to be pulling up on me, and we're gonna see about his fitment of his rims. He got multi-piece rims, some offsets, some staggers, and we're gonna see about the fitment on them. And I'm gonna do everything in my power to give him the fitment that he want with his wheels. Now, he didn't get these wheels built for this vehicle, the one that I'm talking about, and they are multi-piece wheels. So what we gonna do is I'm gonna give him exactly what he willing to spend to get the fitment that he want. Now, if he want to go to if we have to go that route to narrow the rear end and tow up the car, if he want to do that, you know what I'm saying, once we get into it, even if he want to piece it together, we're gonna go piece by piece with that build, and that's gonna be good content for the channel, because I know a lot of people want to see that. And I can show you the before and after differences of how to get the wheel to fit in the fender, and how to get that squat, that magic squat that everybody like. And this on a G-biter. So I got the boxes. Now I'm finna hit y'all with another G-biter, and we gonna go through the full process of from all the way stock. Cause this car is what I was talking about before. This car ain't never been molested. It's an all original G-biter. Never had anything. It still got all the OG plastic and everything in the fenders. So yeah, man, this if you know what I'm saying, this gonna be a good look. If I get to run through it like I want, or if the rims just fit how I want to, I'm still gonna show y'all that magic stance of squatting a G-biter. So yeah, man, I think I don't touch base on everything I wanted to touch base on this box. I'm probably not gonna come back and show y'all the video when I lift the back of it back up, because this car got to go to the paint shop, and I got to get it ready to go to the paint shop, which I'm probably gonna take it today. But this is how you do a box Chevy. Y'all hear me? This is the proper way to do a box Chevy, and this is on 28s. Man, let me show y'all these 28s, so don't nobody think I'm all cap out here. Man, look here. This is a good brand tire. This the tires that I got on my 32s. Like, man, this is a 295. 295, 25, 28. Y'all see it. But a 295 is usually a bigger diameter tire. But because it's a Lionheart, and Lionhearts have rounded sidewalls, the profile of the tire doesn't look as aggressively thick as, let's say, if it was my favorite 28 tire, an Atlas. An Atlas 28 tire has square sidewalls. But y'all know kutit, man. I usually pick, you know what I'm saying, like a newer model coupe. And it really ain't no squatting no newer model coupe. You feel what I'm saying? So I just have mine sitting on it. So I righteously don't need a round sidewall until my new fin. Since I'm going 32s on my new fin, 32 tires look gigantic. And I got an Infinity truck in the front, and he got some 32s, and he has a size tire, and my tire and his tire had the same print, but I think his tire's a full run or a full way or something like that. And even though they had the same tread pattern, I have rounded sidewalls and he had square sidewalls. They are the exact same size tire, but my tire looked like it's half the height profile wise of his, even though they the same tire. It's just because my tire look like it has a stretch on it and his don't. So I have a rounded sidewall, he has a square sidewall. I'm gonna show y'all the difference in them tires. That's gonna be a later video. Like I said, there go the box. Squatting on 28s right now, but I'm gonna raise it back up. 295 tires, marker lights, mood, chrome, factory chrome. This is the factory chrome back on this car. Tucked back in, everything cool. You know what I'm saying? No problems, no issues, full turn, no rub, no scrub, no bounce. You know what I'm saying? I might give y'all driving footage in this box. When I'm on my way to take it to the paint shop. And it's not going to True Grit. It's going to one of my local painters. And a guy from Mississippi. I got another local painter around here. He's good too. You know what I'm saying? He's good at base coat, clear coats, and candies. But you know, just cause where we stay at, y'all see the woods. Just cause where we stay at, he's limited to what the people in our area bring him. So he has no idea what an outrageous is. The iridescent pearls and stuff like that. He has no idea how to paint them, and he probably can get on the learning curve quick. It's just that people around here, they behind on a lot of stuff that's going on, and I had to be the person to bring all this stuff to the city. So you know what I'm saying, that's one of them things. Dang, what's my boy name that got in the comments about the box Chevy fenders? I want to say his last name was Green. But man, go look at that first box Chevy. video. My dude, your last name Green. I'm sorry I can't remember your first name. It's a lot going on. Man, something else I want to tell y'all, man. I think I don't have my pops in on the footage a couple of times. And man, my pops is the one who been helping me out this year, keeping up with this big load of work, man. And my pops is actually in the hospital right now. His birthday was yesterday, but he actually in the hospital right now, man. If everybody could pray for my pops, man. We call him Young Hot Rod, but yeah, man, my pops in the hospital. He supposed to had a sinus infection, and thank God that he didn't have COVID. Y'all know I went through that last year, and he was out here. He was working. Everything was cool. He went to his other job. You know what I'm saying? He came back talking about his throat was hurting, and something else was going on, man. And it's just been up and down from there. I talked to him. Yesterday was his birthday. Me and Hot Rod, our birthdays are 7 days apart. My birthday March the 18th. His is March the 25th. And yesterday, man, he went the other day, and they let him out the emergency room. And he went the other day. They let him out the emergency room. He stayed out for a day. Then they admitted him in the hospital yesterday on his birthday. So yeah, man, I'm going through that. But my guy, Mr. Green, you was saying about the box Chevy to take the bracket off the inside of the fender and pull the fender out. And man, you made a good point, and a lot of people do try that, and it works. Like on 26s, that's my advice to everybody: to not cut their car on the box, is to pull that bracket out. But as you can see, my boy Mr. Green, check in with me, man. I see you, baby. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate all the love. I appreciate every comment. I'm watching, you know what I'm saying? I check every comment. And, you know what I'm saying? I love to see everybody comment with their input and things like this. I just wanted to show you. I ain't put that bulb back in there. I put it back in there. I'm glad I looked in there because I showed and put the bulb in there. I can't get the phone in there. But let me see. Now, you see the bracket. That's the bracket that Mr. Green was talking about. And a lot of times you can pull this out and give you clearance. But as you can see, I didn't pull this at all. I wanted the fender to keep the same angle and taper that it have. You know what I'm saying? Because it makes the car look way more original. And I just wanted to touch base on that right there too. Like I said, I know this video getting lengthy. I know my boy 75 Delk gonna be out because the video is long. But you know the boxes are something. Check her out. Lola. The boxes are something that I know, you know, they have a great following. Like, man, we didn't know that Crown Vic was gonna go crazy like that, but Crown Vics have a great following. And yeah, man, I got another Crown Vic in the front that's a new body style. And he bought the rims off of the purple Vic that was squatting real hard, because he wanted some rims with good offset. Like I said, squatting is about offset. That's why that car was able to squat that hard, the purple Crown Vic. But now, guy done bought it with a 2010 model, and I think people call them Panthers. I don't really know why. I'm going to have to get educated on that subject. But I built a complete suspension lift for it from scratch. Never bought anything out of a store. The car don't have any spacers in it, and it's a different stance. Now I'm going to show y'all a tall Crown Vic. But yeah, man, like I said, this is how you do a box Chevy the right way. Now let's go into this other part of the don'ts. I just got finished telling folks about their cousin Junebug and Ray Ray, and you know what I'm saying, all the stuff that I was talking about. Now, when I shot that video last week, I didn't know that this car was coming. This car just got here yesterday, and he going 30s on the box. Bam, box right here. Now he going to the paint shop. You know what I'm saying, I don't like, you know what I'm saying, if people bash somebody else's project, because you don't know where somebody at with their project. I'm sorry, mama. You don't know where somebody at with their project. You know what I'm saying? It's you work it, you do certain stuff in a certain order to get the results to be what you want the results to be. Now, I'm not bashing the work because I don't know exactly when this stuff was done to this car, because I know people that build cars for years and years and they change the cars up from time to time. I'm just using this as an example of the don'ts, because I just got finished talking about this the other day and I had no idea this car was coming. These are the don'ts. You see what I'm saying? I just got finished talking about that the other day. The cut has no flow to it at all whatsoever. Now, I don't know if this was done here recently or if this something that's old, but I'm going to show y'all how cut it fix it. Now, like I said, a lot of people that's dealing with these cars, they'll be like, well, that don't look that bad. If you pull this up next to that car over there, let me zoom in on it. If you pull this car next to that car over there, that'll make people say, well, I don't want no big rims if it's gonna, you know what I'm saying? Because the fender just, you know what I'm saying? And you can look at that and tell. You can actually tell how much, because he left the factory chrome on, but he never, you know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna show you. Like I said, he going 30s. I don't know what this car was cut for. I don't know if somebody tried to cut this for 30s. Like, I don't really know what's going on with it. But I tell you one thing, cut it gonna fix it. Y'all stay tuned and be on the lookout for this box Chevy right here, because I'm going to show you something. I'm showing you what I do. Same thing. That chrome piece is missing. They cut the factory chrome. And it looked like, I don't know, somebody dropped the rim. Dropped the car down on the rim or what. But it's bent up in there. But I'm going to try to fix that too. Now the other side is bad, but it's not really. Okay, the fender been pulled on this too. And I'm going to show you something. Anybody that know box Chevys, if you look at the angle, now his front fender is pulled straight down. But it creased this part right here. This what I was talking about, Mr. Green. And now the body work, man, got more work to do. When, if he had a just, you know what I'm saying, knew what to do. That's what this channel is about, learning what to do and what not to do. Or, you know what I'm saying, breaking them stereotypes. That's what I like to say, breaking them stereotypes. I'm growing the culture. I know I'm growing the culture. Even if it's one subscriber at a time, you know what I'm saying, even if it's, look at little mama. Even if it's one subscriber at a time or just one thing at a time, I know I'm growing the culture. You get what I'm saying? And I'm just out to do that. I'm gaining the attention of a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, because of my attention to detail, me explaining certain stuff and making certain stuff make sense. I explained transmissions to somebody the other day while I was at a shop, and I guess how I explained it, nobody hadn't ever explained it to the person that way, and like they were just really blown away by something that's really common sense. But we're gonna talk about that in another video, man, about them about transmission issues. And I touched base on it a little bit on a Nissan video when I was like, you know, a car on big rims is more at home on the highway because you're not pulling off and stopping, pulling off and stopping. That is what heats transmission fluid up. Heat is what kills transmission. So you want to try to keep your fluid as cool as possible. Like I said, that's another video. We gonna get at that video a little later on. But man, you see it. This side is actually not that bad opposed to the other side. That's another thing. Man, try to stay symmetrical. If you do something to one side, try to do the other side exactly the same. You know what I'm saying? Like, this side really ain't that bad. Like, I'm not going to have a lot of touch up on this side, actually. But I'm going to go find Buddy some more chrome pieces. I'm going to try to do that either today or tomorrow, because as you can see, he cut all the chrome pieces, like every last one of them. So, yeah. He was on the right track for a hair. and then he just he just went left. So yeah, man, this is the don'ts. This is the don'ts. This is what not to do to your box Chevy Caprice to put your wheels on. So I don't gave y'all the do's, I don't gave y'all the don'ts. This is part 2. This video probably gonna have probably 2 or 3 more parts to it. But this is my part 2 video right here. So like I said, I got another box Chevy in the front, and then I think I got like 2 or 3 more box Chevys coming. So I got one on 26s coming. You know what I'm saying? That's just a few hours work. Man, bro, like, I'm not charging a lot for this work, man. You know what I'm saying? Not for the game that I'm giving and stuff like that. You know, I'm giving people tools that they can use to do their boxes. That's a water rat. That's a water rat right there. Big boy, where you at? Come on. But yeah, I'm giving people the tools that they need to try these cars themselves. But if you got a lot of money in your car and your car is OG clean, my advice to y'all is to not experiment with your own car. Take it to somebody who know what they doing. Drop that thing off, spend that little bit of bread, and come back home right. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's cheaper to pay somebody that know what they doing to do it right the first time than it is for somebody to experiment on their own car and fumble the ball 2 or 3 times trying to get it right. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, one of them things I'm just putting out there. I don't mind giving up certain parts of the game that's not gonna hurt me business wise, but you know what I'm saying, a lot of the times, you know what I'm saying, I'm basically just showing y'all the difference and my attention to detail, you know, how I'm set up to deal with these cars opposed to people who just rushing through it trying to get your money. And I'll just go ahead and put that out there like this. These box Chevys like this, squatting on 28s like this, I'm guaranteeing factory ride, factory return. You know what I'm saying? The car is gonna look as factory as possible on 28s without, and you'll be able to put the factory tires back on your car and your car still look factory. On 28s, I only charge $500. I'm gonna put that out there on the box. On 28s, I charge $500. And man, if y'all curious to know what these other prices is, 30s, 32s, 26s, man, y'all, hey, my number is 256-521-1235. It's